Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in this beautiful world. Look, we have a ticker. How cool is that? Discovered that recently. I was like, that's badass. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Where are you, my beloveds? Good morning, Jessica. I know where you are. You're close to me. Right on. Where are you in this world? Are you catching me live? Are you watching the replay? Check in with me. Check in with you. Let's take a deep breath together. I am so grateful to be here with you. Thank you for showing up and creating this sacred space. This is a powerful container. It doesn't matter where you are in the world. Spirit doesn't care a thing about time or space. It's about the intention, bringing forth the intention together and working magic. All right? That's what we're doing every week. So thank you for showing up and being a part of that. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Ingrid H. Turner. I am the founder of the Bhava Spiritual Mission. Our mission, we are a church. We are here to help you live in partnership with Spirit, to raise the consciousness of the planet, one individual at a time, starting with ourselves, and birth us fully into this new earth. We're in the throes of labor right now. The new earth is here. It is up to us, you, me, individual, to expand into our highest expression and bring it to life, make it the lived experience. So one of the ways that we do that is we show up here every Sunday and give back, channel divine spirit, throw in our prayers, come together, open ourselves up fully, and practice. So then we take that out into our lives and we just keep applying it and we keep practicing. And I gotta say, it's a beautiful way to live. All right. So format today, I'm going to ground us in, and then I'm going to talk about the download Spirit gave me this morning. We go into the message from Spirit. And this is where I want you to chime in. When we get together, even though we're distanced, when we get together, we activate each other. We open up to divine spirit spontaneously, magically, even more than when we are by ourselves. So you're going to be getting downloads. You're going to be getting information that is going to add to what I'm bringing through. Because spirit comes through us, but really it can only get through our lens of perception, right? Based on our experiences. So when we get together and we do this together, we expand on the message from spirit. You hear me use this analogy a lot. If you've been here a time or two, it's like a patchwork quilt. We're putting it all together. All right. So I have a piece, you have a piece, Jessica has a piece, right? It's all putting it together. So chime in, and I want to bring your comments on, and we'll talk about it and we'll expand it and we will understand it better and more deeply together so that we can integrate it more deeply and bring it out into our lives more effectively and impact the whole planet in this way. Because when you impact just one person from that place of love, from that place of expansion, that ripples out to thousands. Oh, my crown chakra is tingling. Hi, Nicola, beautiful lady. How are you? I'm so happy to see you here today. So after I deliver the message from Spirit, the collective, I'm going to go and I'm going to channel for 5 of you live viewers today. I can only do the live viewers. I'm not going to be able to come back later and do the replay. So I do this every week though. So if you're catching this on the replay and you want to put your name into the pot and get a message from Spirit, come back 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time every Sunday, right here, same place, same time. And we'll get you sorted. All right, let's go ahead. Oh, good morning, Tiffany. Hi, beautiful. Nice to see you on here. Let's go ahead and start with our grounding meditation. Okay, close your eyes with me. Let's take 3 deep breaths together, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Feel your energy pool in your root chakra. Maybe it'll feel warm or tingly. Or you'll just be aware that it's happening. Take a deep breath in and pull the energy from your root into your heart. Exhale and hold the energy in your heart. Inhale and pull the energy from your heart into your crown. Exhale and hold the energy in your crown. Inhale and pull the energy out of your body. Feel it connect with divine source energy. And with the out breath, pull that energy back into your body and into your heart. Breathe in and hold the energy in your heart. Breathe out and pull the energy down to your root. Breathe in and hold the energy in your root. Breathe out and push the energy down your legs and into your feet. Breathe in and hold the energy in your feet. Breathe out and push the energy into the earth. Feel that energy hook in with the earth's core and take a deep breath in and pull it back up towards your feet. Exhale. Inhale and feel the energy hit the soles of your feet and move up your legs and pull again in the root chakra and exhale into your root chakra. Divine Spirit, thank you, thank you, thank you for the gift of this time, this space, this reality, for this amazing time to be alive. We open our hearts to be of service to source energy, the universe, to Divine Spirit, as we move gratefully, gracefully, and graciously into a new earth, into this paradigm of love, community, and unity. Every day we choose to show up in love and live in an exalted experience in a better world. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so at this time, if you have a prayer, I think I forgot to mention this at the beginning, but this is where we open up the prayer pot. So I want you to throw your prayers in. What that means is you type your prayer. You can pray for yourself, for a situation, for a loved one, for a not so loved one, for anything you want. Nothing is off limits. Go ahead and type it. Or if you don't want to type it out, then just give us an emoji, like a heart emoji or something like that, something cute, something you. And what I'd like to do is spend a little bit of time affirming those prayers for you. So when we prayer is so fucking powerful in this new earth, in this new energy. It is so powerful. Dropping into your heart and sharing that intention, because intention and prayer are the same thing. Sharing that intention out into the world. There has never been, well, I don't know if it never, but in recorded history, there hasn't been a time when prayer has been so potent and so powerful. Your prayers are absolutely answered. And the more you drop into your heart and put it out into the world, the more quickly, the more heart, less head, more quickly the prayers are answered. Okay. So if your prayer is taking a long time to become reality, to see it come to fruition in this time space reality, it's because you're in your head. And it's okay. That's not like anything wrong. The mind is here for a reason, but just practice dropping deep into your heart and sharing that prayer. When you speak it, when you get it out and you speak it into existence, it anchors it right away in the physical. And that is when it comes to fruition. So Ken has a beautiful prayer for everyone to experience love in all its hues and vibrations. Yes. Thank you, Ken. I'm going to affirm that prayer. And everybody who is watching the live and the replay, let's affirm this prayer with Ken. Holy Spirit, thank you, thank you, thank you, God. Let everyone love, experience the love, be aware of the experience of love in all the different hues and vibrations. One of the things I say is we are here for the billions and billions of hues of experience. It's all love, billions of hues. It's very cool. Thank you so much for that, Ken. Beautiful Charlotte. Pray for confidence and to walk in love. That's beautiful. Charlotte, I affirm this prayer for you. I surround you. I hold you in divine light. I see this bright white light surrounding you. It's just like shards of it shining all the way out into the universe. This is your confidence and this is your love. And you walk in this bubble at all times. All you need to do is bring your awareness to it. Shift that perception just a little bit. Believe that that is there, and then you'll be able to see it. You lead with the faith, and then your eyes perceive it. All right, beautiful. Rebecca, peace and healing for self, dad, and brothers. Rebecca, I affirm that prayer. We all affirm this prayer for you, for peaceful experience for yourself, for your dad, for your brothers. Moving through this period of your life, let yourself find peace and love and acceptance in all that is. Thank you for that. Nicola, pray for the home for me and my boy. Yes, my darling. Okay, we are. Oh, I'm feeling just this call to just like create this energetic foundation for you, like a home's foundation, but there's an energetic foundation and it's strong. And you can't find the edges of this foundation. It is always there. Your feet are firmly on it. You and your boy, everybody who's important to you, that foundation is there. Find your feet on it and then watch the walls grow around you. Create your home. That's beautiful. Jessica, I pray for a good, nourishing job. Yeah, for me that supports me in all the ways. All the ways. Pray for connection and trust. And I affirm that. We all affirm that prayer for you, Jessica, that you are able to very soon step into a work, a way to support yourself and your loved ones, and not just to support and survive, but to thrive in a job, in work, in a career that makes you come alive, that brings you fully into your highest expression, that supports the yummiest, most secure pieces of you and your experience, and that you have connection and trust as you take one step at a time towards that. You know, even as psychic people, none of us see the whole thing, the whole journey. It's one step at a time. And we're asked, I love that you said that, Jessica, pray for connection and trust. We need to connect to divine source energy and trust the next step that we're being shown. Just take that step and keep taking those steps. And that is what leads you. What I say all the time is your highest expression. And what I mean by that is the most exalted version of you, the highest expression of your energy that is available to you in this moment. And guess what? That is always expanding. Once you touch the edges of your comfort zone, of your expression, you touch it and it expands. And then the journey, is just keep expanding into that, always evolving into the next highest expression of you. And I don't see hierarchy. I never see hierarchy. I see expansion, big, round, up, down, all around, big juiciness. Okay, Tiffany, beautiful. Praying for the great awakening of humanity to the higher consciousness of the new earth, remembering the sacred way and sacred days, and all that doesn't serve my highest good to fall away from my reality. Tiffany, we affirm that prayer. All of us together, we are here. We have arrived. Spirit constantly reminds us, you have arrived. You have arrived. You are here. You are in the new earth. You are in this new earth. We are here. All we have to do is wake the fuck up to it individually. Like you say, Tiffany, this is beautiful. And we are affirming this prayer for you. We are all stepping into this new paradigm, this new earth, community, unity, and love. Spirit is saying to me in my ear, you choose, you choose, you choose, you choose. How cool is that? How cool is that? Jennifer, yes, you're here. All right. Girl, you and I have been circling each other. I love it. I'm so glad that you're here as well. Oh, those are some beautiful prayers. And every time we do this prayer pot and this affirming of the prayers, I don't know about y'all, but I just open right up. My crown chakra just, I start tingling, tingling, tingling. So feel free to keep those prayers coming. We're going to move into our next section because I'm so organized, talking about the download from Spirit. And most of the time when I do these broadcasts, I write myself some notes so I don't miss anything. I'm a little, try and be a little bit organized. But what Spirit brought to me today made me go, okay, well, I'll try it without notes and see how it goes, because we're going to have an adventure, right? So bear with me as I just continue to tune into Spirit and feel into today's message and bring it forth. And again, as you're feeling into this, as you're opening yourself up to the message with Spirit, share with me your insights, share the downloads, share the questions, share the experience, share whatever comes into your purview, because it's irrelevant. It's relevant for me, you, for everybody on this live broadcast, and for everybody who comes in and watches the replay and scans the comments. You don't necessarily know what kind of impact you're going to have on somebody else and somebody else's life. This can completely expand and shift the trajectory of another person's experience if you can just trust yourself enough to allow that birth from you, come from you. All right. All right. So Spirit said to me today, suffering and upheaval or adventure and breakthrough. And I went, huh, okay. That's why I didn't write any notes, because upheaval or breakthrough, suffering or adventure. And what I got from this, these downloads from spirit, they come to me sort of like this avalanche in my body. And then I kind of try and sift through it and make it more cohesive, more bringing it through more clearly. But what came to me, this avalanche that came to me is, there's something that we say in Bhava in our ministry, and it's all working in your favor. Now, we also say in Bhava that we have the dogma of no dogma. So take what resonates with you and leave the rest, kind of a thing. And it leaves us really open to expanding our spiritual experience. But what I say is it's all working in your favor. And Spirit made it really clear today and yesterday as well to me, like this is really coming through strongly. It's like we have such a powerful choice in the way that we live our lives. We are not, God consciousness, creator, your God self. You didn't end up here to suffer. Certainly not in this paradigm. This is a distinction that I feel like is really important. 2020, spring solstice 2020, we popped into a totally new energy. In the old time, suffering, yeah, challenge, scarcity, competition, this kind of energy, rat race, new earth. We can choose to do it completely differently. We can choose to have a radically different experience with similar outer circumstances as was happening in the old earth. It doesn't mean it was impossible in the olden times, right? It means that now it's easy if we can just choose to shift the way that we perceive our lived experience. That doesn't mean that we're not going to have challenges show up in life. But choosing the adventure over the suffering means embracing and being present with every experience, every feeling, fully letting yourself have it, fully letting yourself be immersed in the totality of your experience. Because everything is working in your favor. Everything is showing you a perception, an angle of love, of creation. Creation is love, divine creation. We are so powerful. You are so powerful. I get this message from God consciousness all the time. Humans, you are so powerful. You have no idea. No idea. And this is an age that we are living in now where we get to more easily exploit this than at any other time. Now, Spirit is saying to me, Ingrid, you can't say any other time ever. Like that's not the truth. There's cycles, there's waves, like there's things that we don't, but I could say like in recorded history, like as far back as we are able to go back in our history, there has not been a time when it is so easy to express the adventure of life, to choose love within every single experience. And that doesn't mean that you bypass your experience. So, I guess the example that comes to mind for me is like a big challenge in my life. The biggest thing in my life was when my father passed away. All right. That was really hard. And it took a lot of years of me suffering and in upheaval as a result of that experience, because it was really traumatic. And after enough years really not after enough years, but really after enough coming to centeredness, coming to God consciousness, coming to my path, my spiritual practice, I've been able to turn that experience. Yes, there's grief there. Yes, every, when I think about it, it's like it brings up this pain. But the more I am present with that pain and that experience, the more I can feel an opening, and I can see how this is pulling me forward in a direction that is really unexpected. That makes sense. And now I'm like, I should have made notes because I'm really nervous about it. I don't know. But anyway, so let's move on to, because I'm starting to kind of feel a blank, and I'd like to go ahead and get some more energy injected in here. So let's move on to this next section that we were, that we added. I added it last week, and it was really, really fun. I want to do a channeled message for 5 of you who are live today. So what I'd like you to do is comment your question. Oh, Jessica, you're doing great. You're so great. Thank you, Jessica. I'm just like, I'm going to make notes again next time, because that was a little easier. But anyway, that was really good. Thank you. It was a great experiment. And it's an adventure, right? So I could be sitting here like drawing a blank going like, oh my God, Spirit's not coming through like I think it should, like I want it to. And I could be really suffering right now. I could be a big upheaval going, oh, I'm screwing it up. I'm not doing it right. It's not going the way I want it to go. Or I could just open up and be like, well, that's an adventure. Maybe I'll do that differently next time. Maybe I'm choosing a different experience in my little control freak. I have this little air control freak, right? I really like to get it right. And it's, and not really feeling like I'm not getting it right now. I love that you said that, Jessica. I totally broke it up. It's like, oh yeah, that's right. It's just an adventure. It's just having fun. And I appreciate you so much. And God consciousness is coming through even in the joy. God consciousness is coming through in the fun, in the self-deprecation, in the humor, in all of it. It's just great. Life is an adventure, and we got to choose it. We just got to choose it every damn day. So, hey, Lindsay, you said you're new here today. Thank you. I'm so glad that you're here. Thank you for joining us today. Just real quick, and Ashley, I see you came in with a question. I'm going to get to over here too. And Lindsay, you've also got some suffering that's been going on. All right, yeah. So what I will say is, here's what I want to talk about. I wanted to share with you. Yesterday, I brought through a message from Spirit, and I posted it on my stories. And the message was essentially like, there's a big swell happening inside, and it's really uncomfortable, and it's really big, and it feels like it's just, feels debilitating. You can have a lot of anxiety coming up. You could be having, embarrassing memories. You could be having insecurities, all this stuff coming up. There's this swell that's happening. And what I said yesterday was, here's the opportunities to expand through the fear and into the next highest version of you, your highest expression, or contract back down into the fear and sort of stay where you are. And that there's going to be another cycle coming around. So there's no wrong way to do this, but you can wait for the next cycle and kind of stay tight and contained, or you can expand through it and move into love. And this is tying all that together when Spirit says you can choose suffering and upheaval, which is like that anxiety, that suffering, that fear, dude, don't you hate it when those embarrassing memories come up? Isn't that the worst? Oh my God, I will spin. Like thinking about something that, like I said, like 10 years ago, right? Like one conversation, like, oh my God. And you just go into this spiral of shame. So that's how we choose whether we expand into love or we contract into fear, is we choose whether we are having an adventure and have our experience of embarrassment, our experience of fear, our experience of grief, our experience of love and joy. Is the fullness of that is the adventure. We're not here to feel flat and the same all the time. We're not here to be happy all the time. We're not here to just hang out and bypass and just be like totally zen. That is not the human experience, my loves. The human experience is up and down and all around. It's a fucking ocean, constant waves. And we have the opportunity, like we can only be happy and content when we're up here at the crest going, I feel good. Things are working out for me. And then resisting and fighting what is when the wave crashes down and we get that undertow happening. Or we can be the surfer. We can be riding the wave. And when we crash, that's part of the ride. That's part of the adventure. And we get caught in the undertow. And then we come back up and go, whoa. And then you just get back on that board and you catch the next wave. That's how the human experience is meant to be lived. We are not here to suffer and to find ourselves in misery, especially not in this paradigm. It's different. You get to choose. And in that choice, oh my God, your life is going to become supercharged. Doors will open for you where there were none. All right. It'll be just like, it's like platform 9 3/4. Suddenly you'll see it. You'll have the faith and you just run to it. And right before you hit that wall, oh God, there's a door opens up for you. And you're at Hogwarts. What better place to be, right? That's what Spirit is saying about moving into adventure and breakthroughs, or staying in suffering and just dealing with the upheaval, getting twisted around in the storm, or throwing your arms up and using the tornado as an opportunity to fly. All right. Jessica, you rock. You totally just broke me open with that. That was great. All right, I'm going to do 5 readings today. If you have a question, go ahead and answer it. And then, or go ahead and post it. That'll be good. I'm going to tune into my spirit guide Mons. If you have been following me around for any period of time, you are familiar with Mons. He's my main guy, and I'd like to tune in. Okay, Ashley, you beautiful human. I'd love to know if Spirit has any advice for me. All right, baby. I'm just checking in. I noticed I'm playing with some energy here. And I'm feeling the energy in my heart, my throat, in my sacral, and my root. You're changing something fundamentally. You're fundamentally changing the energy. You are becoming something new. Spirit is, Mons is by water again. He was last week as well. A lot of water with analogies with Spirit today and recently. What is water? Water is emotion, intuition. It's also the flow. The flow. Water's always got to be flowing. If water's not flowing, it becomes scummy, like a pond, right? Like, you're a puddle. If it's not flowing and moving and changing all the time, it becomes scummy and sticky and muddy and didn't. So that's what Spirit has for you, Ashley, is you're in a big period of change right now, and you can actively work with the energy. You have the skills now to work with the energy in a more powerful way than ever before. And you can make this change, this experience, a lot of fun for yourself. And also I'm getting details. I'm getting that you should be focusing on the details of your life right now. Things like what's going on in your home. Also, I get with your child. There's some details that need to be worked out, and you need to be focusing on that. And that's how you're actually also you're working with the energy, expanding the energy as you do that. I get this like kneading with the energy. It's like bread, it's like you're kneading the bread, and that's what it feels like for you. So focus in on the details, and there's a shift in your root, your sacral, and your heart, and a little bit in the throat. These areas suggest that you're becoming much more grounded and comfortable with who you are in your human experience, and your divine experience, your divine self, your higher self, so to speak, is coming together with your human self and merging and connecting in a way that is gonna feel amazing. Like that process hasn't quite clicked yet, but that's going to be amazing. You're gonna have so much more energy. You're gonna have so much more passion, so much more direction, so much more purpose, and you're gonna let go of a lot of shit. And that is the big win for you. Like that's the prize. That is the big reward for you, is how much you're going to let go and how much lighter your lived experience is going to be as a result of this process. Okay, you rock. I love it. Okay, Lindsay, I'm glad you got on here because you're new. Thank you so much for this comment. You also wanted some advice. Suffering has been on my mind. Okay, darling, let me just tune in here for you. Clearing out some energy. What have we got for this beautiful Lindsay? Okay, so the suffering is on your mind, Spirit says, but it needs to be. I feel this energy in your heart. Spirit is giving me like, is like a rock in the heart, like a wall up, rock in the heart. So when I feel that, what that says to me is you have lived a lot of years in full on protection, self-protection, but Spirit also wants you to know that that's okay. That's been required of you to protect yourself. I'm feeling a lot of pain, and I'm going to use the word trauma from your past. And this is how you figured out how to kind of get through life to where you are today. But now that we even feel that wall, that means it's time to come down. So, and I'm feeling the throat chakra. So spirit is telling me that you need to talk about the suffering. It's been on your mind. Drop into your heart, start taking that wall down, and talk about the suffering that you've been through, your lived experience. You have been through a lot, and I get some insecurity and maybe some don't really necessarily like a little fear being seen or being kind of out there in the open. But this is your adventure, honey. Your adventure is to expand through this. When you start talking about your experiences, the things that have hurt your heart deeply, things are going to open up for you. You're going to find what I'm getting is like career path or life's work. Life's work and career are not always the same, but that kind of energy. And I'm getting a strong pull to the right. And the right says you're going to, I think it looks opposite for you, but for me, it's the right side. That's action, that's movement, that's masculine, that's assertion. And I get an energy of spirit says that you're going to catch a wave, right? Like we were talking about, there's a wave to catch here. By beginning to speak about what has hurt your heart, it's going to heal you deeply, and it's going to put you in a place of power and empowerment, and things are going to shift for you in your life's work. That's what spirit has for you, darling. All right. Just no question, but what does spirit have? Clear. What do you got for just. Oh, interesting. Got something around the ears. Hang on. Mon says, listen to my heart song. Okay, listening. Big listening. Oh, there's teachers that are coming into your purview, Jessica. People are coming to share wisdom with you that you can then apply very quickly to your life. You have to be open to it though. So you have to be very consciously opening your ears. Like Spirit is saying, no, really use energy, open your ears, like physically open your ears, stretch. He's getting like stretch them out, open them up, because the information that's coming, it's coming at a time where you really may or may not be able to receive it. And spirit would really like you to receive it. So you have to work on getting open to whatever you're hearing and letting it in so that you can receive this teaching, this information, mentorship. I get like mentorship. That's a couple of different people and places that is really going to, okay, I'm going to ground you in, lock you in. Similar to what came through for Ashley is like, there's this like grounding, this locking in with yourself, your full self, like who you really are, like and letting go of the insecurities. And there's it for you, information is coming from people. It's coming from the physical world. Listen, stay open to it. If you want to dismiss something right away, that's your cue that there's some fear and ego coming in that is preventing you from hearing really solid advice that you have the ability to integrate and improve your life, improve your experience, be happier, be more grounded. Remember that the ego's not the bad guy, but it is unruly. And so it wants to keep us safe. It wants to keep us alive and in a body. And so anything that comes in that is going to expand us, sometimes it'll have a fit. They'll be like, no, don't do that. Oh my God, you're going to get like bigger and like, we can't manage that. And you just say, it's okay. You're not in charge anyway. Like you're my little helper. So you go over here. So stay open, my love. Stay open. All right. Ken would like to know what's going on. Feeling kind of wonky, out of it, limbo-ish today. Limbo. All right. What do we got for our sweet Ken? All right, I got heart for you, Ken. Well, that's interesting. I'm getting Ken. Channeling is so weird. And I'm just getting like the pull to clear out your heart space, clear out this heart energy, and really get you like clear and clean and get all the gunk out. And I want you to just open up to this while I'm doing that. Open up your heart, close your eyes for me. Just let yourself have it. Let yourself feel it. Oh, you're doing such good work, Ken. You are really coming forth, coming into your own, coming into higher, deeper, more meaningful understandings of spirit, spirituality, not just your human experience, but you're really like, and I'm feeling the power center as well. I'm feeling you get more confident. I'm feeling you lift more fully into yourself because you're moving up to spirit. I get this sense of you opening your heart, opening your chest, and looking up. Whether you physically do that or not, there's an energetic sort of receptivity to divine spirit that you're experiencing right now. And that's why you're in limbo, because it's a shift. It's changing. You're changing directions. You're changing how you are choosing to live your life, is what I'm getting. You're choosing to live in more faith. You're choosing to live in more spirit. You're choosing to move away from the nitty-gritty grind, from the minutia, from the worries and the anxieties of your lived experience, and moving more towards the macro, the all-encompassing divine all. And that's why you're feeling funky, is because you're shifting directions. It's like a giant ship in the ocean. You don't just turn it, it's like a sharp turn. No, it's a big old boat. It takes a while to shift. It takes some time, takes some momentum to shift it, okay? So you're doing great. You're doing fine. And it's going to be a little like, oh, now what, for a while? And it gets to be, and that's okay. All right, I can do one more, and then I have to stop because that's what Spirit says. Tiffany, you love a reading, my darling. All right. What do we got for this beautiful human? What is that? Mons is giving me wow, such strength. So Tiffany, Mons is saying, stop with the bullshit. You have so much going. You have so much strength. You are so strong. You do not need to ever allow yourself to sway into, I don't know, the word is not quite weakness, but it's something close to that. You don't need to, like, you're so strong. You have so much inner strength. You have so much to bring through, so much of yourself to be. Oh, I just feel this incredible strength in the power center. So really what Mons is saying is any kind of deviation from that core strength of yours is a choice. Like, you are not here. Your experience is not here to, you're not here for a victim experience or to, get totally thrown off track and claw your way back. You're here to be a pillar of strength. That pillar of strength running through you never, ever falters. For a lot of people, their lived experience is to go all over the place and try and find their way back to that strength. But you've got it all the time. And so your life experience, your purpose here, what Spirit is saying, your purpose here is to own that strength and step into it so that you can be the way shower for others. And in your life, you have deviated from that strength, but it has always been a choice. And Spirit says, no, darling. No. Be strong, because you are strong. Most people, and there's nothing wrong with this, but most people are learning to be strong. You already are strong. You're here to be the way shower so that people can see your strength and know what it looks like so they can find their own. But when you move and deviate and choose something other than that strength, you're not on point. You're not doing God's work, the work you were here by God to do in this lifetime on this planet. Own it, my love. You got it. You got this. All right, my loves. Wow, that was gorgeous. And so here's the thing. Spirit is efficient. If I didn't get to you today, I would like to invite you to come back next week, because I'll always try and do it different, trying to kind of pick different people each week as we come on so that we can make this fair. Spirit gives me, I have the energy for 5 people to do a message for you. So thank you so much for volunteering and coming on. If you would like to donate for your reading, the link is in the description of the video, and that would be so appreciated. If you're really loving these messages from Spirit, if you hear regularly, if you are inspired today, I would like to ask you to please send this out to your friends and family. Share the Bhava Spiritual Mission. Share Divine Spirit coming through. And you can always leave a donation as well. Anything that we bring in is really helpful. Everything that we do is, of course, costed money because that's the world we currently live in, and that's okay. And as Jennifer said, I love how all the readings resonated with me. Spirit is efficient. If you heard something for somebody else and it resonated, you felt it in your body, reverberating in your body, grab it because it's for you. Okay, it's for you as well. Spirit doesn't do the linear thing. That's a human. The humans do that. Spirit is expansion. Spirit is everything. All right. All right, my darling. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. And come back next week. Join us live. Share this out. Let's get the good word out there. I love you so much. I'm so appreciative of you. Okay. Bye all.